Savage Ladies of Metal on Ragebreed Radio.
What's up, everyone? This is Fran Le'Savage from the Savage Ladies of Metal. Savage Ladies and Ragebreed are reuniting and couldn't be any more excited. You are now about to hear the Savage Ladies section of Ragebreed Radio. Keep a lookout for my personal interview in Ragebreed Magazine issue 2 when it comes out. Karina herself is also back as a Savage Lady, and we are joining forces again, and we will be taking the world by storm. Keep it metal, keep it savage, and keep it Ragebreed. Crank it up.
You are listening to Savage Ladies of Metal on Ragebreed Radio. Hi guys, it's Karina from Ragebreed, aka DJ Angel Witch, and one of the Savage Ladies of Metal. So there you have it. So Fran has announced our reunion. So that means Savage Ladies of Metal and Ragebreed are now reuniting as affiliates, and I'll be working for Fran as a Savage Lady of Metal, and she'll be working for me as a Ragebreed girl, and we've got different duties that we do for each other. She's going to have a column on Ragebreed magazine, and obviously a section here on Ragebreed Radio as well. Not also forgetting that she's going to be doing some video interviews on bands on Ragebreed TV also. So a lot of good stuff happening, and we're very, very excited about what's going to be happening, and it's all going full force. Really, really excited, and so now I want to leave you with a section of Ragebreed Radio, Savage Ladies of Metal, crank it up.
You are listening to I'm in Love with the Dirt by Spamicidal Jelly.
That will set you free. We are the ones that will make you scream. We are the answer for what you will see. We are the ones who eternally bleed. 'Cause I'm in love with the dead. I'll speak of days gone by. That will set you free. We are the ones that will make you scream. We are the answer for what you will see. We are the ones who eternally bleed. 'Cause I'm in love with the dead. I'll speak of days gone by.
Forced Compliance by Extraction Point.
As I had said before, the faster we comply with these laws and restrictions, the faster we will be able to stop much of the legal system, the faster we will be able to let everyone at our disposal to force compliance.
Ragebreed Records, sign Self Imposed Exile.
Hey everybody, this is Tristan Kosman from Self Imposed Exile. Just wanted to come on here today and make a video to thank Karina, Sher of Ragebreed for giving us the opportunity to be able to sign with Ragebreed Records. It's an exciting opportunity for us and hoping for good things. Go and check out Ragebreed. They have a magazine for sale. They have all sorts of different things that can really help out musicians, can help out fans of metal, fans of other genres of music. A little bit of everything for a little bit of everyone. Beyond the last year and a half, we've put out an EP titled Mountainside, and less than a year after that has been released, we are now getting ready to go back into the studio for a full length. And we're hoping that this full length can be a great release on Ragebreed Records. And we're excited to see what comes out of this. So now you can check out Self Imposed Exile at facebook.com/815exile. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on iTunes, all the major streaming platforms. It's a good time, and we're hoping that it can be a great unity between us and Ragebreed. Excited to see what happens.
Next up, we've got Fire Cleansed by Self Imposed Exile.
Doctor I know told me it took 11 years to get his medical degree. He graduated with honors, and after he graduated, he went to the School of Human Life, and there he learned all he ever knew. He did not learn his medicine in the university.
So now we are going to go to Concert Junkies with Rob and John, and this is Self Imposed Exile answering the questions in an interview. Enjoy.
All right, I'm Tristan Kosman from Self Imposed Exile. We're a progressive black and death metal band from Streator, Illinois. And you're watching Concert Junkies with Rob and John. So go hit the subscribe, the like, and hit the bell to make sure you get all the updates. We'll get into some questions here. Question 1. Let's see. Where did you guys all meet?
Okay, well, I'll start that out. Myself, Mark, and Nick, we met in about 2000 or 2001, and we were just beginning musicians at that time on our instruments, and we've been in and out of numerous bands throughout that entire time, and we've still been jamming the entire time, and we started this band, Self Imposed Exile, in about 2014 is when it came together as drums and 2 guitars, and we've eventually added more members to the band.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think I met you guys around 2014, 2015. Picked up the bass. I think originally Nick had asked me to play bass in a metal band, and I've been a guitar player for so long, so I turned it down. And I realized that him and Frank actually knew each other. Well, James started working with me at a call center that I was at the time, and he asked me to come by, and he's like, "Hey, if you want to jam, we kind of need a bassist." And I was like, "This is the second person in the last month that's asked me to do this." And I was like, "All right, why not?" So I went over there, and Nick was there, and there was this kind of, I'm not going to say standoffish, but there was this moment where I looked him in the eye and I realized, I'm like, oh my God, I turned this guy down because I didn't want to, and now here we are. There's no escaping fate. It's just how it goes, I guess.
Yeah, and I think it was either late 2016, maybe early 2017, I auditioned for you guys, and turned out I wasn't able to do it at that point in time. And then later on down the road, after you guys had gone through another vocalist, hit me up again. You're like, "Hey, you tried out for us once. Would you like to do it again?" And I came over and tried out in the mid 2019 for an audition.
Mm-hmm. The Executioner.
Yeah, and came over, auditioned, and they said, "Oh, we'll let you know in a couple of weeks. We've got some more people to try out." And after that first week went by, you're like, "Yeah, just come back." So
we had some real winners to try out.
Oh, yeah, man.
All right.
Well, I am the baby of the band. I just joined less than a month ago, and I met Tristan first, I think at Chaos Fest at a show.
Yeah.
And, we realized we both lived in the same town, so we started becoming friends, and I heard them several times live over the next, 2 years, I guess, or a year and a half-ish. And, I play keyboards, and they've been looking for, someone to play keys, so kind of just happened over a slow period of time, and, now I'm here, and it's really awesome. I'm very excited.
All right, well, let's see. Question 2. Who influenced you to start playing music in general? For me, I didn't have a specific person. Like I said, I started getting into the more extreme music as I progressed through middle school into high school, and didn't really go anywhere with it because living in a small area, it's kind of hard to find people that want to play that kind of music. And then out of all places, I started working at a haunted house and found out I could do the screaming and everything relatively easy. So come my last year of high school, joined a band where I started doing that. So I've been doing that ever since through various bands. And who's next on that one?
Who influenced you to play music, Cassie?
Well, my first influence was church, and after that, I joined choirs in school, etc. Learned how to sing, so it was very pure early on, and then I started listening to really my earliest bands I started paying attention to were bands like ELO, Katie Lang, Pink Floyd, etc. Queen, so it kind of a broad influence there, which is why I went from church to now playing in a metal band.
Dave?
I mean, I'd say that starting out, my parents definitely had a lot to do with that, just because I was exposed to music so much. We drove all over the country going to different music festivals and things like that, so I got to see all kinds of different bands. A lot of them were like more of your kind of funk-infused jam band sort of things, which is cool, whatever. But I really started wanting to play music. I heard my grandpa play, actually, and I was at that point in time I was hooked. I was addicted to it. I could not put down my guitar to save the life of me. So I was 14-ish. So yeah. Work.
I'd say my mother. She loved Harleys, rock and roll, 80s hair bands. That's what I grew up listening to. And I dug deeper into there, went farther, found bands that she didn't listen to normally, but I started listening to more of the guitar. Guitar is what I wanted to play the guitar, and just wanted to rip a nice juicy solo. The easiest, I don't know how to say it. It'd be great. And Pantera is a band that I latched on at a young age. I can honestly say Dimebag Darrell is my idol, and the whole reason why I play the type of guitar I play as well. Pretty much there, and then there are a handful of influences after that. There's way too many for me to even mention. But pretty much that, and just, I guess, from there, just trying to keep it original.
Frank.
Well, for me, the first drummer that really captivated me into wanting to play drums was certainly Neil Peart from Rush. I'd hear those songs on the radio, and they just really drew me in with the unique things that he was doing. And then as time went on, I got into heavier music, kind of starting with probably Megadeth and Dimmu Borgir. And then a good friend of mine exposed me to Norwegian black metal, bands like Dark Throne, Mayhem, and Emperor. And that was really the final piece there, which pushed me into this direction that I've been going in.
I always liked music from the beginning. I started out liking a lot of hip hop, some turntables, mixing. When I stole the turntables, bought a bass amp, started playing bass, then bought a guitar, and then met my guitar teacher, and that was it. She introduced me to a lot of heavy bands, Spite Tremolos.
Spite Tremolos.
Yeah. That's basically what his whole deal was, just to play as fast as you can and to just boggle people's minds as much as you can. Just hold that up. Just all hand salads all day.
All right, question 3. When you go on tour, what do you have to have with you? Well, I mean, for me personally, other than microphone and whatever else I need for myself, I don't need anything specific. Some food, some drinks. Other than that, I'm pretty good.
Other than equipment, I thought of a couple things. Okay, for me, number 1, I need a copious amount of Excedrin. If I don't have that, I'm not functioning. And also probably half of my makeup collection, which would be a pain in the butt to go on tour with. But when you're a chick performing on stage, you gotta think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. Kind of makes you feel lucky to be a guy on that one, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. 9-volt batteries and tools to fix all of the instruments if something goes wrong. There's nothing worse than going to play a show, having your guitar screwed up, and then I have to go find somebody to fix it. So I bring all the tools to fix the stuff. And then I gotta bring my bass, because I play bass. I got all these pedals I like to use too, so I bring those too. Wallet, keys, phone, a mask, that's it.
More than one of everything.
It's a good answer.
Yeah,
that's a good answer.
That's it.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna have a bus big enough for that.
But you know, it's like Noah's Ark.
I would share the essentials as well, but the most important things, more than one of them.
Yeah.
Like just the example, like you don't want to be going on tour with one pair of socks.
Well, I don't want to go on tour with two pairs of socks.
Covering the essentials.
Pretty sure.
More into like picks, more packs of strings, more than one guitar, more cables, more than one amp, more than one amp head. You know.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You know, more than one pair of shoes because your shoe could get out. You're walking around with one shoe on.
You got it flat.
And that's why you need two pairs of socks because you're gonna wear through that sock.
That makes sense.
Fair enough.
It does make sense.
You gotta be ready.
What's you, Frank?
Dog, stay ready, dog.
That's right. Stay up, stay ready.
Well, for me, when we go out and play shows, I'd say it's most important as a drummer to bring a couple extra shirts so you're not walking around in a soaked shirt after you get done with your set. I'd say bring plenty of water too, you know, at least 6 or 7 bottles to get you throughout the day. And that's pretty much the most essential things, I think.
Don't forget your fan.
Yeah, that is a good one actually. As a drummer, bring your own fan and an extension cord probably.
Extension cords.
Yeah, extension cords. Definitely. Nikolai?
Plane tickets and passport.
Plane tickets and passport. Maybe we could either be going to a show or running away from a jewel thief. You know, either way. All right, so.
Well, what if we are the jewel thieves? Never mind. Next question.
All right, if you weren't playing music, what would you want to do with your life? Yeah, like I said, as an adult, I should have an idea for this, but I have no idea because this is what I do for my outlet for stress. So, yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, I figured it out in the little time we had between our rehearsal and now that I like taking pictures a whole lot. In the summer, I will go find trails and just take pictures of anything and everything and have an obnoxious amount on my memory card that I then have to empty later, which messes everything up. So if I had more time, I'd probably do more of that because it takes time to take pictures and edit and go through and do all that stuff. And I really like doing it.
Nice.
Well, I, in general, would like to be a luthier, just building guitars. And then when I was in high school, my sophomore year, we did a course on stained glass windows. So I learned how to do those. That was really cool. It was a lot of fun. So it'd probably be something, I don't know, I'd probably be like an Etsy artist or some other hipster career aspect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, I did a lot of art before I started playing music, and I was getting into tattooing. That would probably be what I would do, is some type of artist or something to do with art. I love art just as much as I love music. If music wasn't there, art would be number one.
Well, for me, if I wasn't playing music, I'd probably be doing something involving languages, and the study of other languages, even if it meant just being like in a call center doing customer service or something, but I just have a strong interest in languages, and that's probably where I would channel my life otherwise, if not for music. Nick?
To work in a lab somewhere, analyzing properties of chemicals, you know, maybe analyze something that came from space, just be locked in there all, do that all night really.
That'd be cool. Discover some extraterrestrial activity.
Lots of coffee, yeah, and then shreds in between.
Yep.
All right, question 5. Favorite venue to play and why? For me, I'd have to say probably Sugar Skull. We played last year because it was a really good place. Great sound guy. All the people were really cool. We had a great reception for the music there. You know, it was all around. It was just a good time.
So yeah, I haven't played any shows with these guys yet, but I have played shows with other bands, and my favorite place is the WC Club in West Chicago. I really enjoyed that one, but I really like playing here at Verulan Music in Streeter because it's literally a couple blocks away from my house, so I can I can come here and do a gig and then like walk home, you know, and don't even have to worry about getting in the car. It's very, very, very cool.
I mean, I like playing here too. This is our shop. This is a good time. But I mean, I'm gonna have to second on Tristan's there. Sugar Skull was a great show. The sound guy was on point. It was pretty receptive. People liked our music. Had a good time. It was fun. But I don't know. I mean, we played a lot of different venues, and even in different bands, we've played different venues. So it's kind of hard to pin that question down, just because there's so many different variables that goes into playing a show, whether it's the bands that you play with, the sound guy, the amount of room on the stage, whether or not the stage is going to collapse while you're on it, or you're going to get electrocuted by plugging your amp in or something, you know? Because, I mean, those are things that have occurred.
So that was all about the same place.
Yeah. Well, you know, based on a true story. Yep.
I'd say Twisted Spoke Saloon is probably my favorite one that we played at. Just for the great hospitality of the sound guy and just how he noticed us from all the other bands and how we stuck out. And he's the only one that got close to basically nailing the style of music we played.
Yep.
He nailed it right from there, and it's nothing but gratitude and from that guy the whole night. The whole night.
He liked it.
Yeah, he just made us sound great. Like, I could hear everybody, nothing was overwhelming, no squealing, nothing like that. Like, he was very, very, very kind to us. We thoroughly enjoyed our music.
For me, I would say what Mark just mentioned, Twisted Spoke Saloon in Pekin, that was a pretty incredible venue, an incredible sound guy. As Tristan mentioned, the Sugar Skull up in Franklin Park, was it?
Yeah.
Sugar Park, one of those.
Franklin Park.
That was a pretty incredible venue. We did also, in another band years back, have an opportunity to play at the House of Blues in Chicago, which was utterly phenomenal. And hopefully, with this metal project, maybe we'll get to visit there again sometime.
That would be fun.
So awesome.
Yeah. That was the House of Blues, one of them. Mojo's. What's it now?
right.
Forge.
Yeah, it's House of Forge.
The Hijinks that's closed in Wisconsin. Cheers. Looney Bin.
Looney Bin is fun. Gotta get back down there.
House of Blues, though, definitely. Back there.
For sure. All right. Next question on this. Oops, backed out of the questions apparently. Let's see. Question 6. What was the first concert you ever went to and CD you bought first when you were younger? Oh, probably for me it would have been 2004, 5, somewhere in there. Went and saw Amon Amarth at the House of Blues.
Nice.
And first CD, it's hard to remember. I don't even remember a lot of the CDs I've bought over the years, thousands and thousands of them. Probably Cruelty and the Beast by Cradle of Filth.
That's a good album.
Yeah.
That's a good album.
My first concert was somewhere in the 90s, and I went to go see Newsboys and Jars of Clay with a bunch of people from that church. And they actually put on a really good show. I liked it. I kept going to concerts after that. And my first CD that I ever actually remember buying was Janet Jackson, The Velvet Rope. Like the date came out.
Nice. I don't remember the first concert I went to. I think it was like some blues festival down in Carbondale, Illinois, and I maybe was like 9 or 10. As far as first CD I ever bought, again, I have no idea. There's been so many CDs that I've bought over the years, and it's been, from the Grateful Dead to Black Sabbath to Dark Throne to, you know, just a whole wide variety. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. It's too long ago. Back in the day.
Plus, it was probably cassette tape anyway.
Yeah.
We're old enough to where we probably bought cassette tapes.
Cassette tapes.
I remember that time too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that on Saturday.
I remember.
Yeah, you were.
I remember my first CD, but it wasn't. It was 3 of them at once. It was my first CDs, and it's a crazy combination. You guys can look at me funny because I never told you these ever.
Okay.
My first CD was Cold Chamber, Kiss Unplugged, and Marilyn Manson. Smells Like Children. Those are all yeah. And
all right.
Well, I wanted to bring that up, make sure I said that first, because I did really like Cold Chamber for a long time. Like Fez, a vocalist in Cold Chamber. Here's the cool thing. My first concert I went to was in 07 Ozfest. Fez is no longer in the band Cold Chamber. He plays for a band called Temple Driver, and I actually got to see those guys along with my favorite band that I like, Lamb of God. I got to see those guys live, with also Behemoth, Doth, all these awesome bands. But that's it.
It's pretty cool.
For me, the first concert I ever went to, my brother took me to see Typo Negative in Chicago at the a venue called the Metro, which was an incredible venue, probably still is. I think they might still be open, I hope so. And the first CDs I was buying back in that era was some Marilyn Manson CDs, probably Antichrist Superstar, Mechanical Animals, some very good CDs. And I think I also bought an Eminem CD around that time too. I think.
Rock concert was Godsmack, Stain, back in 2000. Stain, what album came out? It was their first album.
Been a while.
They were like just about to release that album.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's pre that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would have been like Break the Cycle.
Yeah, Break the Cycle.
Is that, and then Godsmack was doing their first album.
Nice.
It was insane. It was at Moline, where the place is called. They had an arena there.
Really?
Yeah, originally they had just, nosebleed seats, but we went down, got in the main floor, and it was like...
As you can with concerts, yeah.
It was insane. It was like the first concert. It was like the biggest one I've probably ever been to.
Nice.
That's
awesome.
Tool, and nothing compares to Tool, but like...
Tool lives, yeah.
First concert, I was like, man, this is where I want to be. On hand.
Awesome. All right, so last question on here. Which bands would you like to perform with, and in which venue would you like to play with them? Oh, well, Yeah, I'm going to have to reserve my answer for the end of this, because I have to think about that one a little bit. Cassie, what about you?
My answer to that question is anybody who's decent people and any place where loaded doesn't coincide with sleeting or something along those lines. It doesn't take much to make me happy.
Dave?
I want to play a show with Mastodon. That'd be awesome. It'd be really cool to play a show with them. Between the Bear to Me, that'd be a great show. It'd be so much fun. It'd just be an honor.
Right.
And I feel that way when I go see those guys live, but Jesus. I don't know. I mean, what venue? Any venue that'll have us that has working power.
Man,
Mark?
low standards.
Low standards, man.
I'd say that'd be cool to play with Sugar at Red Rock in Colorado.
Sugar?
Yeah.
Red Rock Canyon, or whatever that's, I think that's what it's called, right?
Yeah. The amphitheater?
Yes.
Yep.
That'd be very cool. It'd be very loud. And loud is cool.
Well, for me, this one comes pretty easy. I'd say I'd love to play with Mayhem somewhere in Norway, or maybe in Europe, or here in America as well.
That'd be awesome.
Bunch of flags. This is flag beaters.
What do you think of venue-wise, Frank?
Oh, venue-wise, well, pretty much where I said anywhere, like somewhere maybe in Europe. Particular venue, I can't really say. I mean, As you guys said, whoever will have us, that's a decent one with good sound. Nothing comes to mind.
Gotcha.
Ouch.
Nick?
I would like to. It would be great to get on a Lego tour of like Lamb of God or something. Yeah. Just a band like in that caliber, in that tier, you know, maybe. Even if it's like a couple weeks or something, you know. Just
It'd be great.
Hang out a tour with them.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Be an opener.
I'd say.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
Whiskey. California, LA, right?
Yeah.
Whiskey would go up with them.
Okay.
Doors played there, you know. And,
That would be cool.
great. Yeah. Blast.
Well, for me, I'd have to say I'd love to play with maybe like good 2 or 3 band lineup. Maybe us, Jungle Rod, and Nile.
Nice. That would be awesome.
And
Tour.
honestly, I don't even know where. I don't. At that point, I wouldn't even care where.
It doesn't matter.
It's some hole in the wall. I don't care.
We'll play at the park.
Right.
Set up in the parking lot.
I mean, apparently somebody can play it in Arby's, so we can play wherever we want.
I think it was a Denny's.
Arby's parking
Was it a Denny's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was a Denny's.
I mean, maybe we could book a show at Arby's. I've never tried. I've never tried.
That'd be awesome.
We got the meats, dude. Go on tour, sponsored by Arby's.
The touring cycle of Arby's.
Yeah.
All over Illinois.
They're everywhere.
We're doing
It's a
this.
really good idea.
We are doing this.
All right. Well, again, we are Self Imposed Exile from Streeter, Illinois. You can find us on Facebook. We're on iTunes. We're on Spotify, Amazon Music. You know, any of the major streaming platforms. Yeah. Right now we don't have any upcoming shows because we're focusing on putting out a full-length album. So if you just keep track on Facebook, you'll find out where we're going to be.
Bye, guys.
Did we want to do a song?
Yeah, we should do a song.
How cool was that? So, what you had there was Self Imposed Exile answering some questions for Rob and John, Concert Junkies on YouTube. Go check them out, subscribe to them, hit the bell. And also, what was really cool of them is they did an actual live recording of one of their songs. So you got a live experience on Ragebreed Radio today. So hope you enjoyed that. If you do enjoy Self Imposed Exile, please do go and purchase their music. You can purchase it from www.ragebreed.bigcartel.com, and you can also purchase their stuff, I think, via Amazon and all the downloadable sites as well. Really great band. Really, I really love their stuff. If you like your progressive death black metal, this is the kind of stuff that they do. So hope you've enjoyed it, and we shall speak to you soon. Enjoy.
Please follow us on the app that you're using to listen to Ragebreed Radio. Thanks for your support and see you next time.
Last song of the show, you were listening to Risen by Mindlapse.